Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Jochen, and in today's video I have my first ever football video on my channel, and it's such a good game. It is actually a match between my team Cardiff Corries against Pontedour FC. It was such a good game, and I thought as it's already been recorded and put on their website, I would actually edit it and upload it to my YouTube channel because I really want to do some more football videos because they're so much fun and it's a really big part of my life. So this game has actually been on my hard drive for a ton of time. It was actually recorded back in about August or maybe June in 2015, but I never actually got round to editing it, and as I was thinking I need to do a football video soon, I actually said why not edit the video that I've already got. So this is the video I'll be showing you today. So if you guys would like to see some more football videos, hit that like button, it helps me out a ton, and without further ado, let's get into this. So here we are then, this is the team that we used on the day. In goals we have Big Gav. He can save more with one hand than anyone else can too, even though he doesn't want to be a goalkeeper. Then we go with left back with Joe, and then we have the two solid centre backs. We have Sam with the young blood, and we have Tim with the experience. They both work really well together. Then we have Ben with the pace on the right back. We have Jake sitting at CDM. Woody and Harry both playing at centre mid. Sometimes they push forward and play as attacking mid. Then we have left wing, we have Reese. He has no pace, but all he wants is skill. Then you obviously have me with 94 pace. I do think I'm quite quick. And to complete the team, we have your classic centre forward striker, Martin. So with this being the case, guys, we decided to go with a 4-3-3 formation with Martin as a centre forward, so me and Reese can cross the ball in so we can head it into the goal. So that's the team we went with for the first half, and that is me, number 10, messing with my hair. I am very, very pale, so don't judge me at all. I don't get out and see the sun, as I am a gamer. So this is our first attack of the game. Jake plays the ball through to me. I do manage to run the ball on a little bit. I cross it in. It does get blocked by a defender, and I do get sent for a hot dog right here. I do get nutmegged, but with my work ethic, as I did get nutmegged, I did get the ball back for our team in order for us to attack once again. So this clip was actually recorded about 10 minutes after that little incident of our first attack. Nothing really happened in the first half, really. So Harry just managed to play a little cheeky ball through to me. I do manage to pick it up here. Cheeky little McGeady spin. I use my burst of pace to get across the pitch and play a lovely through ball to Reese. But as he has no pace, he just about keeps it in. Tries to do a little bit of skills in the corner because that's what he wants to do. He kind of wants to be the next Ronaldinho, trying all these flicks. And then he ends up losing the ball in the corner, kind of wasting that chance. Then there's the pot calling the kettle black. Jay plays a lovely through balls to me. And all I decided to do is do a little step over. And then I just trip over an imaginary object. I mean, like, I completely brain farted at that point. So this next clip is actually their first attack. It took them 20 minutes to get their first attack. The guy runs the ball to the byline. Luckily that guy misses his shot. It does come rebounding off, and that is a great save by Gavin. I mean, like any other one, people probably would have missed that, but Gavin is such a quality keeper, he actually saved it. Also, here's another chance where the keeper didn't want to kick the ball away, so Harry got so close and almost tackled the keeper on his own line. That would have been embarrassing if that went in. So a few minutes after that, again, here's me tracking back, doing it poorly, and then Tim comes in with the Mats Hummels tackle and absolutely nails that striker, and the ball is eventually cleared away. So a little bit later on in the game, the ball is hoofed up the pitch by Gavin. Martin does a great little bit of skill here, flicking the ball over for me to come and collect it on the other side. I managed to hold the ball up for a little bit. I threw the ball back to Jake. Jake has a little bit of look around and he doesn't know where to pass it, so he gives it back to me, and I'm just thinking I take a little bit of a heavy touch here, lay it back to Ben, who then spots Martin right at the back post. He does a beautiful ball in. Martin comes at the back post, hits the bar unfortunately, and then Woody hits it high and over the crossbar. So that really would have been 1-0, guys. If that shot was on target, no one would have saved that. And now we're back down the other end where their striker really seems hungry, so the ball gets hoofed in his face, and there's your breakfast, mate, if you did miss it. That ball was completely unintentional. It didn't mean to hit him in the face, but it did hurt. This is a lovely little bit of skill from me then, Messi-esque. I don't know what was happening with my back right arm. I then proceeded to play the best through ball I have ever done in my career, hence the reason I put my hands on my head and just looked at myself in shame. But apparently in this clip now, I was offside, even though I was a few yards behind the defender. I get that a lot nowadays because some of the referees think I'm standing in an offside position when I'm actually quicker than the defender and I overtake him while sprinting. Meanwhile, the ball does land at my feet, and I do slice the ball, and it does go wide, unfortunately. That was my left foot. I am predominantly right-footed, therefore I did miss the target with my left. Anyway, this is another attack from them. Their winger does play the ball back into the middle, and no one seems to close him down, and again, that is a brilliant save from Gavin. Everyone else would have missed it because he's a really tall goalkeeper. And again, guys, we are really lucky to have him in goals. He doesn't really want to play in goals. He's actually a centre-back, but he's a really decent goalkeeper, and he's the best in the team by far. That is why he does get put in goals. So now the ball is lofted up by Tim, and I do chase it down, and the number 3 does play a terrible pass back. I do manage to get there first because of my burst of pace. I try to run through the gap, and the ball does get caught between my feet. So I loft-load the ball to Martin, and he does kind of scuff the shot, but it was a good tackle from the defender once looking back at it. So yeah, again, another chance has gone to waste. We should be 3 or 4 goals up up by now, but we just haven't been taking our chances. Speaking of chances, Ben does a little bit of skill here. He plays a lovely through ball to Woody. Woody takes it past the defender and shoots, but it does get saved by the goalkeeper. If he would have gone closer, he would have definitely scored. Again, that is another chance wasted. So about 40 minutes into the football and chill, and Jake gives you this look, and he pulls an absolute worldie out of his back pocket, sending that ball high into the top corner, and it was an absolute beautiful finish from the centre mid. And I couldn't have done it better myself. So there it is, finally 1-0 to us. It has definitely been coming, and it's a huge sign of relief that we've actually scored a goal. So literally having the ball in the back of the opponent's net, the ball does come rushing down the other end of the pitch, and it does kind of get blocked by Tim, so we were lucky that chance went to waste. And also Harry was feeling a little bit hungry today, so the ball was played into the defender, and Jake decided to give him a little bit of extra munch straight in his face. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I bet he enjoyed that a lot. So after the little feeding time, nothing really else happened during the half, and that about wraps it up for the first half, and now I'm going to go straight into the team selection for the second half. So it is now half time, guys. What the manager decided to do was push me back into striker position, my favourite position, and then he moved Martin back into centre mid and then put Harry in the right wing position where I was in first half. And that's pretty much all he did, so let's rejoin the action in the second half. So after looking at our performance in the first half, we were actually more or less than happy with our performance, but we were kind of sad that we didn't take more chances. So here's me on the ball right now. I do manage to take the ball past two players. I offload the ball to Jake in the midfield. At the bottom of your screen just then you saw Reece making a darting run forward. He does run the ball right through, and he does kind of mess it up right at the last minute. Again, another chance wasted. So a little bit later on in the game, guys, Reece throws the ball into Harry, and Harry picks out a lovely through ball to me. I take a touch over the defender and hit it on the half volley, which sends the ball into the bottom right hand corner. So that breaks the deadlock for the second half. It is now 2-0 to us. It took us 10-15 minutes to get another goal. They again taking way too much time to get more goals. So after conceding that second goal, the opposition team decided that enough was enough and they wanted to make an impact on the game. So this is another attack, guys. A lovely tackle there by Joe, who managed to clear the ball a little bit away. But the guy with the green boots seems to dance through 1, 2, 3, 4, and plays a lovely through ball to the striker, who puts the ball right into the top right hand corner, making this score 2-1. Gav, the goalie, was so close to getting there, but he was a little bit out of action. He didn't really expect him to actually shoot in that top corner. So moving on into this next clip right here, we are joined by a couple of pitch invaders. I'm not sure if you guys managed to see them on the left side of the screen as the camera was going on towards the right, but we were joined on the pitch by two furry friends. Yes, as the camera pans back, we are joined by two little dogs, and they took absolutely ages to get off the pitch, about 10 minutes, and that did waste a ton of time, but it did give us some more time to have a little bit of a rest. So moving on, Reece does pick the ball up on the left side of the pitch. He does a lovely little bit of skill to beat that number 2. He runs the ball all the way down to the byline. He attempts to cross it in, but it does get blocked. He looks up and spots Woody edge of the box, so he passes the ball in. Woody miscontrols it, but essentially lays off Harry, who has a stunning shot, but also a great save from the goalkeeper. A couple of minutes later, guys, Reece decides to play the ball down the line to me. I pick the ball up on the wing. I do a little bit of a juke inside, and as I take the shot, I do a little bit of a daisy cutter shot, but I do manage to kick the floor at the same time, so that really did hurt. So a couple of minutes later, again, Ben plays a lovely through ball to me. I managed to beat the offside trap and just tap the ball past the goalkeeper to make it 3-1 to Cardiff Couriers. So that is my brace of goals, 2 goals in the second half. I am very happy with my performance at this moment in time. And now we are entering the final 5 minutes of the game. Reece managed to pick the ball up on the left side of the wing. He does 2 defenders. He sends them sitting down and packing for next week's game. He also does them again with a cheeky little flip-flap. That number 2 needs to go and get a hot dog. He then crosses the ball in, and I nut the ball in for my hat-trick, and that was one of the best hat-tricks I've ever scored. 2 solo goals, and also Reece helping me for the 3rd. And that about wraps it up for the game. Not many chances did come for them in the second half because it was just us attacking. So overall, it was a great game to play, a great game to watch after watching this back. So that about wraps it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did and you want to see some more football videos, leave a like. It helps me out a ton. And if you guys are new to this channel, you want to see some more, hit that subscribe button, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and as always, I will catch you in the next one.